Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating the about slide for a new employee onboarding template in PowerPoint. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with a blank slide. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a new slide. Next up, I'm going to insert the shape. So go over to shapes, rectangle, and I'm just going to draw one here. First of all, go to outline, select no outline, and then the dimensions for this is going to be 15.5 cm for the height, and for the width we're going to make it 25, and I'm just going to bring it here. Next, I'm going to insert some oval shapes. So go over to home, shapes, and I'm going to insert an oval shape, and I'm just going to bring this. Let me change the color to something that will contrast with this one so you can see it, and I'm going to remove the outline. Height is going to be 15.5 and width is going to be 1.8, and I'm going to just align it like this. So the center of this oval shape should align to the left edge of your rectangle. Control D to duplicate so that you have two copies of this oval shape, and then I'm just going to select those two shapes. So doing this, I've selected both of those shapes. Hold Control and Shift, drag this so that you have another copy of these shapes on this other side like this. Now select this rectangle, then select 1 and 2, come to shape format, going to merge options, and then we are going to subtract, and now we have this shape like this, and I'm going to just have this. Next up, we're going to insert a rectangle. So let's go over to shapes, rectangle, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle over here. I'm going to remove the outline. Let me change the color to something you can see so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Increase the width of this rectangle so the entire width of this rectangle goes the entire width of our slide, but the height is going to be 10. And I'm just going to bring it back to the middle just like this. Now I'm going to go over to the selection pane. So I'm currently selected on the shape format, and I'm going to go over to selection pane, and I'm going to bring this rectangle over here, and this freeform shape, we're going to bring it to the top. So this is it should be freeform shape, rectangle, and then we have the two oval shapes at the bottom of your selection. So I just wanted to sort of build out what we're going to need to create our entire slide. So now that we have these shapes to sort of show you the structure, let's now change the fill and then add in other details. Let's start from back to front. So let's start with these two shapes. I'm going to right click, format objects, and under fill, come to color, select more colors, and I'm going to change the color to 203F E4. Next up is going to be this one. For this one, we're going to need an image. So go over to insert, pictures, stock images, and we are just going to give this a moment to load. And the image we're going to search for is, just search for architecture, and I want to use this image, and I'm going to insert that, and I'll just give this a moment, and we're going to have this. Now what we're going to do is use that rectangle behind as a guide to crop this image, because when you're cropping images in PowerPoint, sometimes it gets a bit tricky to do. So when you're going for an exact height, just crop it to match a shape or use a shape as a guide. I'm going to come over to this crop option under the picture format, and I'm going to move this handle on top, and I'm just going to align it to that rectangle that is behind, and I'm just going to move it just like this. So now you can see the height is 10 and it's going to match what we have behind. I'm going to click on escape. Let's go back to the selection pane. We're going to move this image so that it's under that freeform shape. Now you can select that rectangle and delete it because it has served its purpose. Let's now focus on this shape on top. Let's go back to fill. The fill we're going to use is going to be the gradient fill. So for me, what has happened is, since I've done this before and I've tested it out, it just used the same fill color that you're supposed to use. I'm just going to show you what you need. So you're going to use the default fill and just the typical linear fill. At the position 0, I'm going to go to color, show you more colors. This is the color you're going to use at position 0. You only need 2 gradient stops. So at position 0, this is the color. I'm going to close it. And then at position 100%, I'm going to show you the color. This is going to be the color 081B7E. So just 2 stops, one at 0, one at 100, and then you just change it to match the color that I have. Final detail for this is going to be a shadow. So let's go over to effect options, go to shadow, presets. We're going to use this one. So I'm just going to click and we're going to have this. Now, if you take a look at this, I'm going to get closer. You can see on this top, we have the shadow, but we want to give this sort of a illusion that we have a shape. It looks flat by doing this. So I want to make it look like it's a hollow shape where we have a sort of cylindrical shape that is hollow, but this kind of makes it look flat. So this is where you just when you're working with PowerPoint, a lot of times you see some cool slides. There's a lot of things going on there. So the more you learn to play around with shapes and just kind of blend things together, the better things will be. You just see really cool designs and effects, and you're wondering, hey, how did you do that? And sometimes there's a bit of just maneuvering. So that's what we're going to do, and we are just going to do a bit of patchwork. I'm just going to insert a rectangle. So I just went to shapes and I inserted a rectangle. Remove the outline, and what you're going to do is bring this shape to the top of your slide, just like this. I'm going to increase the height and just bring the height so that it's going to touch the top of this shape. So for me, it's 1.78. Just in case there might be slight differences, maybe your rectangle may be a different size, or maybe the position of it may be different. So for me, it's 1.7. But what you want to do from the top of the slide to where you have now, just create this shape here. Now we're going to go over to fill, change the fill to white, and that part of the shadow that is on the top is no longer there. I'm going to select this, hold Control and Shift, create another copy, and bring another copy of this rectangle down here and place it here. You can play around with the shadows and try and figure out the settings, what shadow effect will give you that inner shadow without having actually, it's bleeding out. But I'm not going to do that. This is just going to make it much easier to work with. Anyway, we've essentially designed our entire slide. Now we can go ahead and add in our text, then move on to the animation. So let's go over to insert text box. I'm going to go to my notes and I'm going to grab my text. This text is going to be in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to draw it and then paste. Select the entire text box, and we're going to change the font to Montserrat. Size is going to be 36, and I'm going to change the color of this text to white. Let me increase the width of this text box so I have my text on 2 lines. Let's also change the alignment of the text to center, and I'm going to align this text to the center of our slide. Next up, we're going to just create a copy of this. Hold Control and Shift so I can create another one while also keeping it aligned, and we're going to just change the size of this text to 22. Let's go and grab the content for this slide. I'm going to copy and then paste. Hold Control and then just increase the width of the text. So if you want to increase or decrease the width of text boxes or even other shapes without changing their position, just hold Control so you can increase them. The width anyway. So I'm just going to select the entire text box, and we want to make all of these bullet points. So come over here and then make it bullet points. We're going to need to increase it just a little bit to have this. All right, now that we have our text, we can now go ahead and add in our transition. So I'm going to select this slide and I'm going to select Ctrl D to duplicate this slide. Now come over to this slide on top, select the text in this one, and then I'm just going to delete it. Next up, we're going to now select this shape. Maybe let me zoom out. Select this image, and I'm going to use my left key, my left arrow or left key to remove that. And then I'm going to select this shape. Remember, we have 2 rectangles, one on top, one below. and I'm going to use my right key to remove it out of frame, just to make sure I'll move it so we have it just like this. So for this frame, remember we have a frame before a slide before it, so we need a transition for that. Let's go to transitions. We're going to use the fade transition, and duration is going to be 1.75. Let's move to the next slide, the one underneath, and we are going to apply the morph transition, and this is quite fast. We're going to make it quite slow, so we're going to increase the duration to 5 seconds. Now let's change our focus to this text. Go over to animations. We're going to use the float in animation, and start is going to be with previous. Select this text box. I'm going to also use the floating animation, and we are going to go over to effect options. We're going to select by paragraph so that each one will come in one after the other. I'm going to select the entire text box, and I want the start to be no, not with previous, to be after previous. All right, just in case I want to make sure. All right, now we can go back to the slide on top, and we can look at our slide effects in the slideshow view. So I'm going to start the slideshow where I am, and I'm just going to move to the next one, and we are going to have this animation first, and then our text is going to come in. And yeah, that is it for the about slide for our new employee onboarding template in PowerPoint. If you want to watch the other videos in this series where I create all of the other slides that are in the templates, you can go ahead and check out the description box below to the link to those videos, or the link to the course playlist, or you could check out the video or playlist on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.